Well, this, for some of you that might not know, is a CB radio. This particular one isn't just a CB radio, it does 10 meters. But I've got a friend of mine, is a YouTube uploader the same, and he's looking to find like a new sort of hobby sort of thing. So I suggested radio, and he said, alright then, tell me how to get started. So to get started in basic CB radio, you don't need a lot at all. In fact, you need the bare minimum, which would be an ordinary radio, such as you could get away. This is one of the first radios what I had. It's a Uniden Uni-Ace 300. This is the first. The first ever CB radio I had was a Murphy something or other, and then I had a Maxcom 4E at the same time. And I actually started off with, I had a little Springer aerial. It wasn't one of these, but I haven't got the Springer anymore. I sold it with a car. But it's basically just one of these whips with a spring on the end that was attached to a mag mount that I put on the radiator in one of my rooms in my house, and I managed to get through to someone in Leyden, which is about 7 miles away, and the aerial was horizontal along the floor, so it was just literally, pretend this is a radiator, it was stuck on the radiator, the aerial was coming out like that, and I managed to get someone 7 miles away. But to get you know, if you want to do it mobile, you can just get one of these aerials here, and I'll put some links in the description of this video to say, sort of good aerials to start with. But you can get one of these aerials with a mag mount on it, stick it on the roof of your car, and just get yourself. I haven't actually got any, but just get one like this, an ordinary CB radio, and wire it in and get an SWR meter, and you'll be well away. But really, if you want to be home base, you can use one of those, but you need a power pack, you need a PSU as well. It can run into extra costs, it depends how much you want to spend really. But if you can get hold of a base station like this, just does the 4 watts out. You can turn it up obviously if you wanted to, but let's just stick to the basics for now. Get yourself a base station. There's plenty I could recommend. So just need to have a look through the old eBay, and you'll find plenty out there. This Uniden is a very nice one. I'm not going to sell it because I would like to get it back in line and start using it at some point if I can ever find anyone to talk to. Yeah, you get your radio. This one's got everything built in, so you just literally plug it in the wall, stick your coax in the back with your SWR meter, and this is a good example of an SWR meter. This one works very, very well. Basically, I will do another video on how to link everything up and to set your SWR and all that stuff as well. But for now, we'll just go through the equipment you need to get. Alright, so you need to get yourself a radio and something. Let's shut that up a bit, shall we? You need to get yourself a radio. So let's have a look around on eBay for a Uniden Uni-Ace 300. That would be my good recommendation to start with. Actually, look for Uniden Uni-Ace 300 for a base station. If not, you know, just look for some mobile units and get a PSU. And you want to look for an SWR meter. SWR stands for standing wave ratio. You need to get that set, otherwise you would do a lot of damage to your radio if you don't set that correctly with your antenna. And plus you won't get out anywhere anyway really. If it's above 3, you won't really get out anywhere. You'll kill your radio within a matter of minutes probably, and you won't get out anywhere. So this is very old. This is from the 1980s, this one, but you can get newer ones. Like I bought this one from Radio Shack last year. It goes up to 2 kilowatts. This one only goes up to 100 watts because it also measures your power. It's a power Swr meter, this one. You can just get Swr meters on their own. I did have one. Oh look, there's one up there. You can get these for about 10 quid, I think. This is my first ever one I bought. Get these for about 10 quid on eBay from well, about any other website really. It's just a Swr Meter. Doesn't measure any power. It just measures SWR on its own. It's very nice, but I haven't used it for a long while now, and I don't use it for a long while. So yeah, no, in fact, I'm going to keep that down because I want to use that later on. So there we go. We've got our radio now, and you've gone and got your SWR meter. You got a mag mount. Oh no, you ain't got a mag mount because you're going home base, aren't you? So you need to get some coax. Now, this is the coax what I have got left. You won't find this red coax anymore. You won't find the red RG213 coax anymore, I don't think. Well, if you can, let me know where you found it, because I want to get some more, because this is rare now, this red stuff. I think they've stopped making it as far as I know, but if you know, if anyone's watching this and they know where you can buy this red coax now, let me know, man. But anyway, that's a good example on this side, look. You want to get some, get yourself some, I recommend getting yourself some RG213R coax, and all it is just wire basically. You got your inner core, you got your, this is covered in grass because I've got a funny feeling this is the one that I yeah, when I was moving the aerials about, this is a bit like cut off. Anyway, you got your inner core, you got your plastic insulator in the middle there, and then you got your braids which provide your ground or your earth, and then you got your outer protective layer. And on the end of that is where you put, what we got in here. Oh, these aren't the right ones for that cable. These are for RG58 cable, I think, but it's a PL259. This is what you stick. You solder them on the end of your coax. If you're going to be mobile and you're going to buy a mag mount, it already have the wire already on it, so you won't have to worry about this. But you're going to be going home base, which you're going to need to be doing. If you're gonna pick me up anyway, if we're going to have a chat, you need to get some of these PL259s from eBay. You need to get the right ones for the right cable. As you can see, these are too small. These are for RG58 cable. You need to get some 9mm ones. I believe it's 9mm. I think it's 9mm. RG58s, and then you just solder them onto your coax. I will show you how to do it in my next video once you've gone and bought all your kit, my little friend. So put them on there, one either end, and then use a meter to check the continuity, but we'll go on to that one as well later on. So you've measured you've got your radio, you've got your SWR meter, you've measured, you've found out where you want to put your aerial, your antenna, in your garden, on the side of your house, on a pole, wherever you want to put it, and you've got your coax. Now you need to get an aerial. Right, that's where I've got my one, on the side of my house, going up there. And that's my other 2-meter one. It's on a pole there. Now, as far as home base aerial, well, as far as any aerial goes really, all you've got to do is get something like a 5/8 wave silver rod, or it depends how much you want to spend. If you're really looking to get into the hobby, you can get yourself something like an Antron 99 or even an IMAX 2000. If you can get an IMAX 2000 up with some good 213 cable, you know, you'll be getting out. You get out around the world, let alone over this side. So you want to get yourself a nice radio. Look for a nice home base. I'll lend a hand. Nice home base radio is what you want to get, and then you get yourself an SWR meter, which like we got here. You need that. It's very important. You need this, and you'll see why you need it so much in the next video, what I'll put out once you bought your gear. The get yourself some 213 coax with some PL259s. You need a soldering iron and some solder and a pair of side cutters in order to install that. And then you just need to get yourself your antenna, like a silver rod, or I'll tell you what, go for a Solarcron IMAX 2000. If you go for a Solarcron IMAX 2000, you will not be disappointed. That's the aerial that I've got, which is up on the roof. If not, if you're on a budget, spend 30 quid and get yourself a silver rod. Or even, tell you what, look for a second-hand IMAX 2000 or second-hand Antron 99. But that will do the job. That will get you out around the world, in fact, let alone just over here. So that's all you need.